Hello.
Hello, awesome Austin.
So excited to speak with you today. I thought we could start with your youth. Let's go all the way back. Okay? Do you remember the first time you saw a movie or a piece of media that made you think about a world beyond our own? Something, another life force, another something else?
There's a lot of smart-ass answers I could give to that question. But I'm not going to go there. Well, look, when I was really little, I had an abundance of fears. And the fears actually came from my imagination. I didn't realize until later that the abundance of fear was because I had this, kind of like those were abundance of imagination. So whenever I saw something, it was, I would extrapolate and make it much worse than it actually was. So my first experience in the world of, I guess you could just say fantasy, or science fiction, not so much science fiction, more fantasy, was films I grew up with as a little kid that my parents felt it was safe to take me to a Walt Disney film. That was the least safe thing they could have done. To take me to see Fantasia in its 9th re-release when I was only about 7 years old was a big mistake. And because that's where the imagination kind of gets the best of me, because it was, I saw Fantasia and there was a sequence called the Night Long All Mountain sequence. And it just destroyed me for the next year. I couldn't sleep. It was the scariest thing I'd ever seen. But what I wanted to do, my impulse was, when something scares me, I want to create some kind of talisman to protect myself. So I would do things to my sisters to scare them. And so if somebody scares me, I'm going to turn around and scare Nancy. That's kind of how the whole thing started, with me wanting to find some kind of an outlet to be able to exorcise the demons of fear and put it on someone else, right? Take it out of me and put it on someone else. And that's where the whole movie thing started for me.
I heard you say that your parents didn't show you a lot of films and you weren't allowed to watch a lot of television as a young person.
Not TV. Well, we really love watching. I grew up with the Jackie Gleason show, with Sid Caesar show of shows, with Milton Berle. That's sort of what I grew up watching. All the cool things I wanted to watch, like the old Jack Webb Dragnet series or any Squad, I wasn't allowed to watch. But they also very carefully censored the kind of movies I was allowed to see as well.